Brothers and sisters, it's January 10th. Happy New Year. It's Monday, of course, and let me tell you what's going on. First of all, let's talk about the snow for a second. You know, we have another snowstorm that's coming on Tuesday, supposed to start around midnight. They're talking about 8 to 12 inches. We don't know what the city's going to do, and the city being Bloomberg. The last one, he stuck it to us. Uh, we're fighting that right now. We're waiting. I'm waiting to see how DC 37 is going to handle it. What they need from me and the other unions, the same thing. It still stands that if you made it in, they're not going to charge you any lateness. If you didn't make it in, you're going to have to charge it to your annual leave and your comp time. So anything I can say right now is stay tuned. We'll find out what's going on. Now, there was an article in the New York Times January 6th where Bloomberg's administration wants to make it easier to lay off city workers. They want to have authority over the Civil Service Commission. Now, the Civil Service Commission was established in, I think, 1883, and we're talking about 127 years, and it was established to stop patronage, uh, cronyism, nepotism, and now they're trying to go backwards. Now, with the reclassification of our titles, this is what he said in the beginning. And, it's on our website. I've mentioned he wants to have the ability to hire and fire our people at will. I mean, basically what it falls down to. And he's talking the same thing again. Now, he's also talking about affecting the people who are already in these titles. They're talking about a tier 5, a tier 6. I mean, now, we just lost 111, 1,100 people in OTB, a whole union completely wiped out. And in addition to that, the people who've been retired from OTB for 5, 10, 15 years, now we're losing their health benefits, part of their retirement benefits. Now, DC 37 had to go to court and get an injunction. We don't know how this is going to turn out. OTB is claiming, or they're claiming that since they went bankrupt, they don't have any money to contribute. Well, I mean, that's not right. That's no different than them saying to us when somebody gets laid off, a provisional gets laid off, that they shouldn't get unemployment benefits because they didn't really mean to have a city job, even though being provisional in most cases is a problem of DCAS, and because DCAS wasn't doing their job. They weren't creating lists, creating tests, certifying lists, or even having people call from the lists. We were making the agencies call people from the list. Remember, we were losing about 1,000 people a year that were on lists that just weren't being called. Now they have a 10-person workforce called Workforce Reform Task Force that Bloomberg created, and he created with Martha Hurst at the helm, the Martha Hurst from DCAS. Now this workforce is to try to find a way, like I'm saying, to terminate civil service. That's the goal, to try to eradicate civil service as it stands today. We need to show some type of solidarity. We need to be proactive. We need to send a message out to our council members, to the mayor, to the state senators and whatnot, the politicians, to let them know we ain't going out like that. That the only people that's going to be going out is them at the next time election comes up. We need to send this message. We need to send this message strong. Now, there was another project called the Emergency Communications Transformation Program, ECTP. $380 million was the budget. It went to $660 million. Bloomberg asked for another $286 million. I mean, thank goodness we got John Liu, who put a stop to that one also, the same way he stopped CityTime. CityTime, original contract, $68 million. It bloomed to $780 million. That means it was cost overruns of $712 million. How does that happen? $712 million from something that cost $68 million? Now, I did some calculations earlier today. If you did $80 million, you took the average salary of somebody from 2627, which is around $70,000. That's 1,143 members. If you do it through the average salary in DC 37, which is around $30,000 a year, that's 2,667 members. Now let's look at, and that's just at the 80 million that they found out about a couple of weeks ago. Now what about the 712 million? Our members, that's 10,171 jobs. The average salary at DC 37, 30,000 versus $712 million. That's 23,733 jobs that we're talking about. With these type of figures, no one had to be laid off. Now, my other question is, where did this money go? Who has this money? Well, I think everybody knows who has this money because somebody made $16 billion in the last 7 years. You know, this money's being, and I mean, what's going to happen with OTB? What are they going to do? Privatize it? I mean, because that seems to be the thing. Something falls and then it becomes privatized. I mean, you get rid of Coney Island. Now Coney Island is being rebuilt by the private sector. I mean, this is getting crazy. We need to be proactive. You need to get your, again, your certifications. You need to find out. We gave you some preliminary information about the JavaScript that's part of CityTime project. Since CityTime project is going to be taken away from the vendor in June, you need to get your certifications. Now, so far, and I guess I've been speaking about this for 3 months now, 2 to 3 months. We've only have two members come up that have applied for reimbursement because they got JavaScript certification. I mean, this is crazy. What's going to happen is when they have to fill this almost 500 slots, they're going to fill the slots with the only people who are certified. You know who's certified to do these jobs? The consultants that we're kicking out. These consultants are going to be sitting side by side, but now they're going to be called city employees. They're going to start getting vacations. They're going to start getting the holidays. They're going to start getting the floating day. They're going to start getting health benefits that they weren't getting before. They're going to start getting optical, podiatry, dental, I mean, prescriptions. They want this. I mean, they're hating on you. They may put you down, but they want all those benefits because these benefits have a significant value, especially when you're not making a lot of money. Anyway, now that I've all depressed all of you, let me give another little sad note. One of our members with many years at HRA, who retired recently, passed away. And it's a shame when you put that many years in and then you pass away as soon as you retire. Anyway, our heartfelt sympathies go out to her family. Her name was Stephanie Cosgron, and I hope her family's doing well. And until next Monday, in solidarity, Robert Ajay. Thank you.